Hey, what's up, guys? It's Hunter Hayes. Huge thanks to all of you for submitting your questions, and huge thanks to Mr. Cody Allen, obviously, for letting me join you and do all this. So, do the questions. Let's see. Christina from St. Charles says, what was it like to get a standing ovation at the ACMs? Awesome. I remember that very moment, actually, at the end of Invisible. I was so nervous. I still am nervous every time I sing a song. I think I'll be nervous singing that specific song for the rest of my life. But I remember finishing, and I remember sort of quickly seeing like 2 people or 3 people like stand up, and I was stoked just about that. And then next thing I knew, the whole floor, and it was like, it was extremely emotional for me. It was one of the best feelings I've ever had after a performance like that, in front of the industry, in front of my heroes, in front of these people I respect so much, right? Yeah, it was really special. It was really, really special. So, let's see. Jenna from Marysville, Ohio. What does the huge success of Invisible mean to you? It means the world to me. I wrote this song out of a very personal sort of story, or not even story specifically, but just from a very personal place. This song means a lot to me, and the dream is always for a song to mean something to somebody else. That's when I feel like a song really has a purpose. Otherwise, it's just a song, And I love when anyone shares a story that has anything to do with any one of my songs. And Invisible has given me that opportunity to feel that. A lot of people have come with phenomenal stories, and it's absolutely life-changing to have that happen. So, thank you. Skylar from Johnsburg, Illinois, says, "Hey Hunter, do you connect more with storyline or encore?" That's a great question. I love that. Which one has more meaning in your opinion? I love that. That's a very subjective thing and a very non-subjective thing. I definitely connect more with storyline. For obvious reasons. I mean, obviously it's the latest record, so you're always excited about your last project, right? Because it's always kind of your snapshot of where you're at, and it seems to, it seems to have become everything that I was really looking to, everything I was looking to discover on this record. We discovered even more than that, right? There's a lot of trying new stuff and adventurous kind of vibe on this record, lyrically, musically, and just in all kinds of ways. And to me, even looking back in a very sort of like separated, like forget the personal biased side of it, storyline versus encore, meaning-wise, I feel like storyline has a lot more meaning, just because, I don't know, just because it was an intended like search. It was like, okay, well now I've got to go out and find even more. I was determined to discover more for this record, Lynn from San Antonio, Texas says, "What's your favorite song on your album Storyline?" I know this is going to seem incredibly predictable and incredibly boring, but Storyline. It's just fun. It's just got the vibe. I don't know. It's just fun to play live for sure, and it's fun on the record. I feel like it's kind of, I don't know. I just love the sounds of like the bluegrass stuff and 3-part harmonies and lots of drums. Mary from St. Louis, Missouri. "What's your favorite thing that's happened on the road so far?" Everything. You name it. Every day, getting to play all the stuff. I'm trying to think of something non-musical, because I know that that's probably what everybody's looking for. It's so hard. I have to say, the vibe with Danielle and Dan and Shay on this particular tour is so fun. It's literally constantly smiling, laughing. I mean, there's such a great energy with this group of people, and I'm gonna miss it because we're so close to the end of the tour. I hope we get to continue it someday, but I just absolutely love it. I love working with those. Love working with Dan and Shay. Great, incredibly talented people, and of course Danielle. She's just happy, and she's cool, and incredibly talented as well. Let's see. Mariana from Jacksonville, Florida. "How long does it usually take for you to write and record a song?" So very rarely, in fact, I've never really written and then recorded. Well, I guess no, I can't say that. Writing and recording, to me, two separate things, happen in two separate places. I don't necessarily write like in the studio or anything like that. There's a series of time spent writing, and then there's sort of time that's dedicated to demoing or recording, sort of a quick version of a song, just so that we can all hear it as a team, and then we collect all of those demos. About a month before we go into the studio, we decide what we really want to have on the record, and then we go into the studio and we use pieces from demos to make the record, but nonetheless we still re-record it. So technically speaking, it could be anything. It could be, you know, Invisible was written and then demoed that day, done by midnight. You know, and started at whatever it was, probably 1 p.m. or whatever. Other songs have been, you know, written and sat in a little folder on my desktop for years before I demoed them, right? Because whatever, I just never found them, never felt it, never felt good about it, until all of a sudden one day I rediscovered the song, remembered it, and I don't know, we decided to make it a demo. So it just kind of depends, which kind of makes it fun. I think every song kind of ends up taking on several different personalities because of that. Jen from Rising Sun says, describe Storyline as an album in 3 words. ... capital letters, go. My favorite part of the question. Storyline in 3 words. Energetic, passionate, and available. I wish that was a better 3rd word, actually. That was kind of lame. Adventurous. How's that? Mary, I don't know if that counts, because I know I already said a 3rd word, but it's cool. We'll call that cool for now. Mary from Hong Kong. What goes through your mind when fans tell you how much of an impact Invisible has made on their lives? I try really hard not to cry, honestly. I think once a day in a meet and greet, I meet with someone who tells me something about Invisible, even if it's the smallest, quickest story about how they relate to it, or it's the long, you know, let me explain why this means something to me, kind of conversation that we have, right? It's unbelievably emotional for me. I mean, it's still even hard for me to talk about it. I thought I'd get to a point where I'd be strong and I could not, like, completely break down in tears every time I talk to somebody about the song, but I haven't gotten there yet, and I don't think I ever really will, because it's that's a dream. That's a dream come true, and to be able to make a connection through music that way, and the fact that this song specifically has done that, I mean, I wish you guys knew how much it meant to me. I hope someday I can show you somehow. Amber from Silva, North Carolina says, what is one goal off your bucket list that you would like to achieve? Again, I'm assuming non-musical, because there's a whole list of things musical that I could go into. But non-musical, I would really like to get my pilot's license. I've been talking about that for like a couple of years now, and I haven't done it yet, which is really irresponsible of me, I know. But I would like to have that done sometime soon. Be nice, yeah. Brianne from Aurora, Ontario. What do you miss most about not being famous? It's an interesting question. Fantastic question. Guess I don't really think about it as famous, I guess, so it's kind of weird. What do you miss most about not being famous? Nothing. Natalie from Torrance, California. What is your favorite Disney movie? Ooh. Oh, my favorite Disney movie. Nemo. Just saying. Claire from Humble, Texas said, if your music didn't work out for you, what do you think you would be? I'd still be trying, because music is my heart and soul. Music is my world. Music is everything. I'd be doing something with music. I'd find something to do with music, around music or something, because I love it. That's what I live for. McKenna from Chicago, Illinois. What inspired you to write Storyline? A lot of things, actually, a whole series of things. Storyline was a title that I had for a long time, essentially talking about how much fun it is to write your story, to look at every day as a blank piece of paper and go, what do I want it to have on it by the end of the day, right? And I don't know, I love that, especially in the sense of a relationship. When two people, you know, you sort of feel the pressures of like what, you know, I don't know, what you're supposed to feel or what you're supposed to say or how you're supposed to act or whatever. Like when you're really in love with somebody, you kind of lose all those controls, you know, and you feel kind of ridiculous. Crazy said something like that, but I don't. But Storyline is sort of the convincing argument to that, you know, continuation, if you will, of Crazy. And yeah, I don't know, I sat down with Eric Pasley and Troy, and I said Storyline, and I kind of explained where I was coming from with it, and I thought it was might be stupid, but whatever, it might be worth trying. And they were all about it, and we just started jamming, and yeah, there you have it. Like literally, maybe an hour and a half later, we ended up at Storyline. Victoria from South Haven, Mississippi. Were you more excited or nervous about the release of Storyline? Excited. I was definitely nervous, but I was way more excited than I was nervous. Which, I was really nervous, so that tells you how excited I was. Was. Anyway, Jenna from Toronto. Do you like playing smaller venues or arenas better? That's tough. Instinctually, I want to say arenas. I love arenas. I love stadiums, actually, as well. I love big venues. I love huge venues. Everybody gathered in. There's nothing like that energy in the room. But at the same time, there are magical things about, you know, playing a smaller venue or, you know, even sort of in between there, like a theater, you know. We loved the theater tour in the fall, and I love that too. There's, you know, I love all that. I don't know. That's tough. Haley from Ashland, Pennsylvania, says, what's the strangest thing you've ever gotten from a fan? Oh, that's an interesting question. Strangest thing I've ever gotten from a fan. That might take a while for me to think of something really strange, because I feel like everybody, all of you guys know me so well. You end up, you know, if I feel like everything I get is so actually pretty perfectly me. Just the other day, somebody came up with some Germex. Everybody knows I love penguins. Yeah, everybody knows I love sweets. We end up with a lot of sweets on the bus. Strangest thing, I don't know. I might have to get back to you on that. Let's see. Ooh, let's see. Caitlin from Denver, Caitlin from Denver, Colorado. Words are hard. Who would you say has influenced your music the most? Oh, that's tough. Every week it's different, seriously. Like, this week I'm really into this record from a group called the Punch Brothers. It's a collection of musicians that I really like look up to and study. But it's just an awesome new era of like bluegrass music. It's fascinating. But like the week before that, right, I was listening to something different, and the week before that I was listening to something different, and every week it's something different, you know. Yeah, that's tough. The most. It just kind of depends, right? Yeah, it kind of just depends on what's out, right, or what I'm listening to, what I've just discovered. Let's see. Ooh, Abby from Wales, UK. Hey, will the We Are Not Invisible tour be coming to the UK? I don't know about the We Are Not Invisible tour, but I know there will be another tour coming to the UK, because I've been begging them to let me come to the UK for forever. And I have been very, very desperately begging, actually, for that. So hopefully soon. It probably, again, won't be the We Are Not Invisible tour. It'll be a sort of another version of a tour. So we will be there soon. Miranda from Detroit, Michigan. Have you ever thought about bringing the spiky hair and baseball tees back? Yeah. Melissa from Atlanta, Georgia. What is the most important quality you look for in a girl? Happiness. happiness. I think. Right? I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the questions. Love you guys. You're seriously the best ever. Thanks for just being so supportive. Thanks for making me believe in Invisible and this whole record. And thanks for all the energy of the shows. And yeah, we love you. We'll see you soon.